Good day, ladies and gentlemen. This will be one of my first tutorials on how to set up your very own stream. I'm going to try and run through a lot of concepts very fast, so I'm not covering everything in depth. I'm just going to show you the broad idea of what has been done on my side just to set up my stream, and maybe this gives you more or less some ideas and hints on which direction you can take. And remember, your creativity is the limitation. I saw another stream setup from another gamer earlier on. He did very well. He's very good in Photoshop and so on. So in terms of his modifications and stuff, to his logos and things. It actually is far more professional and more interesting looking than my own. I've got some limited basic knowledge of Photoshop, so I try and keep things as simple and clear as possible. I try and keep the images as big as possible on stream in terms of ratios on screen to make sure that if your viewer on the receiving side doesn't have the best of internet, they can at least follow what's happening on your screen and so on. Okay, so first things first, let's get a list of things that you might need to set up your stream. First of all, you'll need a YouTube account. YouTube's interface is a bit different to Twitch. I'm streaming to YouTube simply because they've got servers here in South Africa, down in Cape Town, so we don't have that international lag and latency problems. Like for example, Twitch's closest servers with the best latency, according to the tests that I've done, is actually in the Netherlands as of the time of this video. So some people prefer to stream to Twitch, some others use some other services. I'll show you in OBS where you can set up and change most of the settings in anyways. First things first, if you go to your YouTube channel /live dashboard, once you've logged in, it will bring you to your live streaming settings on the left hand side. And then what's most important is your server URL. Click on reveal, copy your key. That will be the first step in setting up your OBS stream. Right, so YouTube done and dusted. Have a look around at the dashboard. You can view your channel, you can change some of your banner settings with the edit button here, change the thumbnails, find an image that you like, or some people don't even have a thumbnail image. It will just choose whatever you start your stream with every time. Like you can edit your avatar, make it something cool and so forth. So let's go back to the dashboard, your video manager. You can see how many people have watched your videos, how many liked it, what's happening and so forth. So in terms of the live streaming, every time you're going to start your stream, you're basically going to have to give it a name. So I've given this one now a tutorial now to set up a basic stream and so forth. You'll see the stream is actually running in the back. Right, then liked it. Great to see that my audio is there. Okay, first things first, you'll need OBS Studio. Some people use XSplit, and there's other Chrome setup if you've got a Mac. This is for Windows setup specifically. As of the time of this tutorial, OBS Studio 17 is available. They actually fixed quite a large amount of bugs. These guys are busy. You can get that from JP9000. Don't worry about the links now. I'm going to post them all below this video in the comments section after the video. You can just have a look at them at the list and then go and grab all the necessary software there. Choose what you want to use, what you want to use. Again, I'm saying this is just a guideline, just to get you started into streaming. So Op Studio, that's a must. There's sorry, just a quick note here. There's two versions of OBS, Open Broadcast Software. You get the Open Broadcast Legacy software, and then you get the OBS Studio version. Now, most of them are gradually moving over to the OBS Studio. All your plugins and all your transitional effects and all those things are mostly nowadays being developed for OBS Studio. It's got some interesting bug fixes in there that makes your stream a little bit more stable than just the normal OBS without the studio part. Right. Then I use what you call the OBS timer from Mike BE. It's basically just allows you to set up a timer on your stream to the nearest 15 minutes with a little bit of a screen view there. The interface looks exactly as you had it there. Um, for example, you can change your wording and then pick a time, and then it will allow you to give an offset of up to about a minute. Um, let me. Okay, I'll get back to OBS timer a little bit later, but it's basically time to the next event. If your viewer needs to maybe know, you're gonna be away from your keyboard for a bathroom break or something, it's good to have a timer set up there. Okay, then for StarCraft, there's a specific automatic scene switcher uh, that loads from OBS side. It checks your StarCraft application when you're loading into a game or out of a game. When you're, for example, in a game, you'd like your viewer to see the full game screen with all your units, or the scene happening inside of your screen. And maybe when you're out of the game, maybe like put your screen like a picture-in-picture mode, and then maybe you can display them other things that is interesting, maybe a news ticker or something else that you'd like to view your viewers. I'll give you a link to the StarCraft specific one, but you can also get from OBS Studio plugins. Just search for automatic scene switcher. It will allow you to do certain things based on key presses and key combinations, maybe switch between different camera views and so forth, if you'd like to have a look at that. Then another little handy app that I'd like to mention is Snip. Snip has recently, well, as recent as November, been upgraded to version 5.6.5. You will hear at the back of this video there's a little bit of audio playing. Now, what Snip does, it grabs audio from one of the following apps: Spotify, iTunes, Winamp, Fubar, and VLC Media Player, and it just grabs the audio and it puts it in a text file, and then you can display to your viewer what music you're listening to, either the title of the song or the artist and so forth. Maybe somebody likes the song they hear at the moment, and then they can go download it or go listen to it from somewhere else. Just a note on that, just make sure that when you do generate and show content or play content on your stream, that it's not copyrighted material. YouTube and Twitch both, for example, they will, if they have a track that's playing in the background, they will mute you or mute a part of your track, and then your viewers might miss out on something. Or if you, for example, have a logo of a specific company, make sure you've got permission to have all of that on your stream, for example. If you head over to YouTube, there's quite an amount of NCS, no copyright sounds, basically, that you can download, free music from, just to make it interesting and so on in the background. Right, then another app I'd like to mention, back to the scene switcher by Richard Stanway. He made the specific one. There were some StarCraft updates that broke it a little bit, and then he constantly updates his application. Okay, something else that viewers are usually also interested in is to see your hotkeys, what you're pressing and so forth in game. Speed demo also archive has got a little bit of a one here. It's not easy to set up in the beginning. I prefer not to have the full keyboard, for example, because StarCraft uses like mostly half of the keyboard, so I cut off the rest, and it allows you to customize the view and look and feel of your keyboard on screen, maybe to match the scene or the color schemes and stuff you've got on screen going. Right, getting to OBS Studio. Let's open up OBS there. Whoops. Okay, I'm going to show you my StarCraft scene collection. StarCraft scene collection is basically geared towards with the scene switcher and so forth. I'll explain to you how to do some of the basics. Usually when I start my stream, I'm always on the getting ready screen, You'll see the timer is already there. Uh, if you change the timer, for example, or the wording resuming, and basically updates it live. What OBS timer does, it saves a text file on your hard drive. Um, let's just go find it. Basically under your user profile documents ops timer. If I go open up that text file there, I'll see the live update as the text gets in. This is what they call a live GDI plus. Let me quickly remove that and show you how to add it. Basically right click, add text GDI, which is live. I'm going to add an existing one, so the OBS timer. Let's actually create one. Ops timer temp. Okay, and then it will allow you to read from a file. And then let's go search in my users folder, documents, obs timer.txt. It automatically creates it. And then you'll see your text file in there. Okay, I'm just going to remove that. Remove, add back GDI plus, existing. You can reuse most of the stuff you add to your scenes to other scenes as well. So just make sure you give them unique names. Okay, why isn't this one showing up now? Oh, it's up there in the corner. Right, so it reset it back to its original size. You can give it a reset, and then to move stuff around, I usually like use the transform to rotate things or reset the transformation, then it's back to its original size and so forth. Let me just grab that one a little bit bigger and transform center to screen. There you go. Right, top left you can see what my VLC is doing. It's playing the song's name dot mp4 at the back. If I, for example, change to syncall, you'll see it updates there at the top. Right, let's just go back to that one. There you go. Just takes a little time to update the little text file. Okay, what you see on this one, on this scene specifically, is some basic stuff. I always start with the background, how I got the background here. Green background, gonna remove that. You add, I used a media source. So instead of just having a static like wallpaper, you can either choose to have an image or to have a video. I've basically chosen to have a MP4 loop at the back. If I set properties on that, you'll see where I've got the file. It loops and it restarts when it becomes active. Okay, what you've seen that happened just here now, it takes the order from the bottom up and then it displays them one at a time. So this one is currently now layered on top of the other ones. As I move it down, you'll see more stuff becoming available. So keep your background right at the bottom. I've added some basic images here. You'll see this is just a normal image, just with a clan tag.png. How I got it to be translucent, PNG's got a alpha channel. Some image formats like JPEG and bitmap, I think, they don't have a translucent background, so you have something with a little block there at the back. Where PNGs and GIF files sometimes they actually have a transparent background. So it's just the same here. Add image, and then you can either choose an existing image or create a new one and set its properties in there. Moving all the stuff around. Okay, that is the getting ready menu. Always give your viewers, once you start your streaming, a few minutes to just grab their popcorn and their cool drink to come closer and have a bite of the action with you there. Alright, then I've got two specific scenes that I set up for StarCraft. The one is when I'm in menus, and the other one is what it would look like when I'm out of game. You can set maybe a chat room or something different here, maybe bring your TeamSpeak in here by adding a bit of a, let's say you're adding a display, I think it's a game capture, let's say TeamSpeak, okay, and then a specific window, can select all the running applications. Where's my TeamSpeak? I don't think TeamSpeak's running at the moment. I quickly have it running there. There we go, window. Cancel. Properties. Specific window, and then you can go TS3 client. There it is right at the top. It was there. Anyways, I'm just going to remove that one. Okay. In your plugins folder, let's move on to the plugins. If you open up your C program files OBS plugins, you're going to have to extract the StarCraft scene switcher to be able to have it made available. And then you're going to have to add the scene switcher to the menus that you, or the scenes that you specifically want it to look at. The scene switcher is customizable by just these two settings. This is basically the name of the scene. So it will show me either the playing menu, this one, or it will say be right back. It will switch back to this one once it goes in and out of the game. On my screen here, I've got an MP4 file running in a loop right at the back, and then I've got a bunch of individual images and items just running here in the front part. All of them with a transparent background so that it looks like it's moving right behind into the images. You can find quite a bunch of these looping images on YouTube as well. Some of them free, some of them are paid versions, so it's up to you what you want. Very important with your placement of your units, of your text files. Like for example, let's say I'm loading into a game, create StarCraft game. This is now when I'm in menus, out of the way. Okay, let's see what the automatic scene switcher does. The moment the game loads, okay, let's go. Sorry, it switched in and out of that, out of the cutscene there. Okay, that's that. So to capture your full screen game, if you're playing, you're gonna have to add what I just showed you there, the full screen. It's not a window capture, this is a game capture. Game capture here. Window capture is to bring TeamSpeak. For example, create new TeamSpeak. There we go, and then I can select. Where's my TeamSpeak? Keeps on minimizing. TeamSpeak. TS3 client. There you go. Now you can, for example, place your TeamSpeak anywhere on your screen, any size. Select only a part of it. Oops, got the background item there. There we go. For example, bringing that into your stream setup there. Okay, what else did we not have a look up? Okay, when I'm playing, to bring the hotkeys in here, Hotkeys is a good example for adding like a window capture. You're gonna have to add the little hotkey app that I'm using here. What's it called? Window editor. Here's what the editing screen looks like more or less. I've loaded a little bit of the blue because that's more or less the theme. You can set the width for however amount you basically need. Unlock buttons. 600. Wait, I don't want to move them. 600 change size. Then it allows you to add extra keys to your keyboard. Or, for example, 300 change size. Then it brings it back. It's a bit of a tricky thing to get these. They have some pre-made, saved and loaded layouts that you can. I've done a specific one for me for StarCraft. I don't use my F keys. I've got other hotkeys set up than some other people in terms of their camera hotkeys and so forth. So I don't necessarily use the F keys. But for example, I'd like people to see this part of the keys because this is the most hotkeys that I will be using. Then what else? Back in OBS. Yeah, it looks more or less like I've covered, just did a quick crash course in what's happening in and out, and then maybe lastly you'd like to create a scene for when people are finished. You know, thank you for watching. Give them that last minute to just sink in all the action and enjoy. Okay, so I'm gonna stop the stream there. Have fun. I hope you got some pointers, some ideas. I'd like to see some more creative stuff. Please share with us. And remember, most of the software that I'm using is links down in the description of this video. Cheers.